think I have sound. Oh, there's me. Hello, everybody. How about you guys? Uh-oh. Nope, I don't have you. Hang on. I knew something was spaced. Where is it? Where is it?
This is on the screen.
What my dad used to always say to us, you know, as a joke when we were kids. Ready? 1, 2.
Turn the monitor on so I can actually hear it. No, I changed some stuff today, and then I forgot to re-establish some new stuff.
To this day, Duke still can't count to 6.
Duke can't count to 6. All right, now I can hear. We're all there. Yay! All right. I cannot have a perfect show yet. It's just not going to happen for me. But that was pretty good. At least I knew what the trouble was, and I knew why. So it won't happen again until the next time it happens. So hello, everybody. Welcome to Tabletop Roleplay Theater. Thank you all for joining us tonight as we follow a very odd fellowship and their attempt to save Manhattan, maybe all of humanity and themselves. We are in the very middle of the series, and these players are excited to get at it. Let's meet them now. How about we start with the one who thought she wasn't going to get to play tonight, but she finally got here, stuffing food in her face. So we're going to just start with her and throw her right under the bus.
You're muted.
And she's muted too.
Hello. Every
Yes.
time. Gosh dang it. Anyway, hello, I'm Krista, and I'm playing Blythe, the doll.
My name is Chris Stonecipher. I'm playing Dr. Ernest Kennedy, the scientist.
I'm gonna mute.
My name is Duke. I'm playing Sasha, the broken.
I'm Jaylee. I'm playing Harvey, and he is the cursed.
And I'm Erica, and I play Joel, the Avenger.
Oh, you guys are getting so good at that. Thank you, players, and thank you, Helmgast, for this fantastic game. I'm going to plug you guys at the end because I want everybody to stay tuned and watch how fun it is to play this game. Also, I want to thank you, those of you out there, for coming along with us as we tell the story of KULT, Divinity Lost, Manhattan.
Oh, dang it! I didn't get the raffle in time.
I missed every one of them last night and did exactly what you did just now.
Hello, Twitch. It is me, and I am obsessed with
Check
Twitch
your brains,
family.
Curtis.
Chris!
Chris!
I'm assuming Hugh Jackman had something to do with that.
Of course, right when we come back.
There he is.
Now he's a pretty girl.
Yeah, okay, yeah, and actually, I'm glad that you guys said that, because an apology to all of you who've been trying to get into the little raffles. I actually meant to go in and set the timer to 60. I thought I had, but for some reason, it didn't save, apparently. So, yeah, it's still set to the default is 30 seconds. That's a bit of a short time frame. Anyways, welcome back. Oh, wait, that's not Blythe. That's Chris. Everybody moved around. Oh, they all went crazy that time.
It was Chris.
Chris was the keystone. He really was. See,
The lynch
On
dude.
Cypher.
yeah.
My goodness, Mew. Just laying across my belly and digging his claws in.
Oh. You know, once it's if the cat knocks the middle frame out, it's like all of the pictures go nuts. Oh, look, Krista's is like I can always count on Krista's picture to be hanging out the sides. Hang on a second.
We're off to a great start. I love this.
Okay. It is a wonderful start.
Well, we need to have some kind of hilarity early because I'm guessing it's not going to be so good later.
Yeah.
Murder.
Maybe.
As
Yeah.
Matthew clearly stated, Harvey needs to burn.
Yeah, he did come after you. It was great.
Yeah, Matt totally came after you after the game this week, didn't he?
I loved it. Tell me more about my character's flaws. That sounds sarcastic, but I mean it. I like it.
All right. Everybody take a deep breath, especially Blythe, because we're going to start with her since she called in sick last week. Then she must suffer the KULT Divinity Lost punishment
Woohoo.
for missing an episode.
Give it to me, Curtis.
Oh, clip that. Okay. Blythe, you are after you guys were making the enchiladas. It was how that night finished out for you. Poor Blythe, she got sleepy. She'd been going through so much, and she went up and got into her nightie, whatever that might have been, and or not, whatever. Got dressed for bed or didn't get dressed for bed. Maybe you got in and clothed. We actually didn't know. We assumed your clothes would be in a pile on the floor, but no decisions were ever finally made. Your clothes were in the wash. These were the clothes that you'd gotten from Harvey.
Yes.
Sasha was already in bed asleep. You just decided to take it upon yourself to climb in there with him. No big deal, you know. It's not like anything was going to happen. You just wanted to climb in and sleep. He was already asleep. You wake up a little while later. You're not really sure how much longer it is. There's nobody in the bed with you when you wake up, and you are freezing cold and literally frozen in that sort of, you know, nightmare state where you can't pull yourself out of it. As you open your eyes and looking down at you is the stranger. Do you remember him?
Yeah. Sure do.
Very
I
gaunt,
wanna see that.
very old, almost skeletal in appearance, as close as he is. And he puts his finger, this long, bony finger, up to his lips to shush you. And you see that his fingers aren't just regular human fingers. They've got like these inch-long black claws. And after he shushes you, he reaches out and just touches your forehead with that claw. And you start to feel yourself engulfed in this black swirl. And the world around you starts to fade away, and you can hear the others in the apartment start calling your name. Like, Blythe, Blythe, where's Blythe? Blythe! And the swirling gets so intent, you pass out. It's like you just swoon from the experience, to use an archaic term. And it is the excruciating pain of a hook being driven through both of your hands that wakes you up as you are pulled from a slump on the floor and then wrenched up so that you are hanging like this on a single hook, on a single chain that is piercing both of your hands. The room is just a solid, bare stone walls, dark gray, black to you because you're just engulfed in pain and you're starting to get that sort of tunnel vision. You don't know what's going on. A moment ago, you were asleep. Now terrible things are beginning to happen and the room is barely lit. You do see like maybe some candles or something scattered around on the floor. You're hanging by your hands and the pain is just searing. It hurts almost as much as the new pain that you feel as a spike is driven through both of your feet. And your head swoons from just racking pain, and when you can sort of crack open your eyes, barely awake, you see the stranger again. And he just kind of looks at you, and you see just this glint of a little bit of a smile on his face. And he turns his back and starts walking to, then you notice a door on the other side of the room. But when he turns and walks away, you see that there was someone standing behind him, and it's the doctor, your husband.
No.
Only he's looking a little worse for the wear. He's completely scarred up, very emaciated, looks much like the stranger, except his throat looks like it had been ripped out at a particular point in time, and then since then sewn back up. It's just this big, massive, gruesome scar. Whoever did it didn't do a very aesthetic job. And then your world turns to pain and screams. I will say this. This is the moment where you become hardened.
Okay.
So you can throw that one on.
Awesome.
And while you contemplate your fate and let out your screams, we are cutting to the party who has just entered the tower. And checking my levels. Okay, good. You guys had come in and noticed that it wasn't the Trump Tower that you had expected. It was definitely something different. Do I need to change the title? Damn.
Yes.
Waiting for him to notice that.
Oh, I actually did change the title. I just didn't hit save.
Well, make it so.
Too many things happening for me today. Let's see. Let's switch that.
This is my favorite cold water deep game.
We'll change that. Hang on with us there, folks. Sorry about that. Update. Save. Clickety, clickety, click. Yes, everybody should refresh their browsers, and I think it should be fine. Damn it.
It says KULT Dragon Heist.
Damn it. Okay, I
And
started.
still episode 4 D&D
There's
5e.
gonna be dragons now?
Where
we had enough
water?
I knew Donald Trump was a lizard man, but a dragon.
Yes.
Oh, jeez, Rick. Okay.
Man, Morty.
Well, you know.
Well, Morty, what you don't know about Donald Trump is he's actually a dragon.
Let me try this way.
capitalists, nothing but dragons and vampires, says Dan.
Yeah, political.
Hey, there it is. Now it's updated.
There we go.
Hey!
That's better.
I mean, the picture isn't quite right, but you know what?
It's important.
You choose.
You did your best.
You did the thing.
Good enough for government work.
I'm telling you.
Just got chill.
Okay, now that that's settled, here, let me take a drink. With the whistle. Yeah, you've walked into the tower. Stone walls, dark gray stone walls, and a set of steps that lead up into what looks to be a darkened landing.
That's some stairs, all right.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
Just this?
Oh man.
I was trying to be a little optimistic.
Listen, you guys. Oh, that's some ominous stairs. You don't have to.
Okay,
come
we've
up here.
had.
I
Harvey,
just want to
we've
say,
had-
like, I don't think we're gonna be able to turn back when we go up these stairs. And
Turn back to where? Where would we turn back to?
life, whatever that is nowadays.
Harvey.
I,
Harvey. Has the last year not taught you anything about what life really is? Everything that we've been doing up until I finally kind of, I did it. Jesus Christ. Part of this is my fault. Anyway, it's all been bullshit. This is what it really is. This is what it really is. Not the fucking TikTok club, not the weirdos in Greenwich, not the highfalutin.
All right, I get it. I get it. I don't
This
mean to
is what it
screech.
really
I
is.
know how fucked it is. I know. I'm just.
Be
That's
here.
why I'm saying this.
Be here with me now. Okay?
Hey, man. Okay.
As you guys are having this moment and Harvey's having this little bit of kind of a freak out, Harvey, you kind of turn around and look back towards the doors, as you're gesturing and having this conversation with Sasha. And when you look back in that last moment, as you finish those last words, you see something really incredible, because it was the afternoon. It was about mid-afternoon when you guys got here. And when you turn and look, you see the sun set, the stars come out, the moon rise and go away, and then you see what looks to be a sunset and a day happen, and then it's right back to about the same time that you were, only you just watched 24 hours happen in front of your very eyes. And you know what that means. You can mark a box.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Is he the only one that saw that happen?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Well, he sees this and he kind of stiffens up a little bit and is a little more pale and just reaches out and grabs Sasha's arm to kind of like hold himself steady. Okay, let's go.
Okay.
Sorry, it's a lot. Oh fuck. Did you see that too?
Harvey, are you okay?
What?
I'm good. I'll lead the way. I guess. And just as quickly as he grabs Sasha's arm, he lets go and he just starts walking forward towards the stairs.
Sasha, keep space. Right next to him.
Joel leans down to the stupid squirrel that's next to her. I need you to do me a big favor. You're gonna start looking for a girl. She's not very tall. She's got short black hair, and she may or may not be naked, but I need you to start trying to look for her. And if you find her, just come back to me and tell me where she's at. And then after that, I'll scuttle up the stairs after them.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Is the girl you're talking about, is she the one that I hear screaming?
You can hear something screaming.
Yeah.
From where?
There.
Like up the stairs?
Yeah.
All right, you go ahead. If you find something, come back and tell me what exactly is going on.
Go ahead, where?
Towards the screaming.
Fuck you.
You don't get an option, because that's one of my perks. So,
Oh.
get the fuck moving.
Alright, I'll be back in a little while.
Miss Watson appears to be communicating with the squirrel. I'm not quite sure how it's happening, but it's fascinating.
Yo, Doc Woodstock, you coming?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Meta, I'm losing my shit at this squirrel voice. 'Cause I didn't get this far in the last episode. Okay. Continue.
And then
Miss
up.
Watson, can you
Yes.
talk to squirrels?
We're not. Do we have to talk about that right now? Isn't enough freaky shit going on?
I mean, we could all die in the next 10 minutes. I have to know.
Yes, Ernie, I can sometimes talk to squirrels. Okay, it's embarrassing enough. Please, we don't need to talk about it. Can we just go?
Oh, I could write such a paper.
Oh, I'm so glad. Come on, they're already going to get way ahead of us, and
Oh,
I don't want to
right,
be here
right.
by myself.
Right.
Yeah,
And then
the,
we just go upstairs.
the squirrel
Note to
like
self.
comes right back.
Ooh,
Ask Miss Watson about the squirrel later, if we don't die.
all right, what do you got, little bud?
There's a door.
Okay, how big is the door?
I'm a squirrel. It's fucking huge.
Oh, I fucking hate squirrels. Okay, just a door? There's nothing else up there?
What?
Is there anything else up there besides the door?
No, just a flat door with a square hole. Can't even put a nut in it.
Oh my god.
God, we crack ourselves up. I'm so glad we crack ourselves up.
Oh my god.
Okay,
You had to.
I have to turn the squirrel voice off. I'm killing myself.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Squirrel.
hurts
You
my
can go
throat.
back. Dear God. Thank you. You can go back to looking for nuts or whatever now.
He found a door. If you didn't catch that.
There's a door. Got it.
And it has a peephole.
It has
It has a peephole that you can stick a nut in.
I'm impressed you saw the peephole from all the way down there. Is it like a peephole on the bottom of the door?
Yeah, he said it was a square hole.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. Much
Sorry,
different from a
squirrels. They've
peephole.
squirrels got a weird accent. They're hard to understand sometimes.
I'm never talking to a squirrel ever again.
Still technically a peephole.
Okay.
So we are headed up the stairs onto this dais. You said it went one set went right and one set went left on the dais, right? Or not dais, like the landing.
Right, the landing thing when you get up to the top. But when you get up to the top and you can actually see what's up there, just ahead about 15 feet is a wall. And then the landing it goes all the way around to the right and the left, but it's all completely open. You can see it loops, and then you notice that it looks down over the stairwell from above, but it's just a big open, kind of an empty space. There's no windows where you would assume there would be windows if you were standing outside and looking at Trump Tower, that there would be some windows there, but they're not. It's just this bare room. However, straight across from you is a door. There's no features to the door that you can see from here. It's about 15 feet away. It just looks like a normal standard cut door, smooth. You can't see any hinges or any doorknobs. There is a circle in the center of the door, about 8 inches in diameter, and in the center of that circle, what seems to be an inset square looking space. But like I said, you're not right up on it, so you can't see exactly what it is.
Can we hear the screaming that the squirrel could hear?
Roll plus perception.
Nice.
15.
Pain.
Nice.
Better than a 9.
Yes, you focus hard and you're like listening, and you for just a moment think you can hear Blythe screaming.
Okay. So I take the stairs 2 at a time to catch up to Sasha and Harvey. Guys, do you hear this at all? Anybody?
No. What do you hear?
Pretty sure there's Blythe screaming, or at least a girl that might possibly sound like Blythe, and I've got a really bad feeling about this. And I kind of know that there's a door up ahead that somebody is screaming behind, so...
Are you okay?
No, Ernie's freaking me out a little bit, and I am not too keen on the fact that Blythe is screaming in a room.
Okay. Here's the deal. I'm gonna go first. Doc, do me a favor. Will you look Joel over, please? I don't know what you can do for her in this situation, but are you still? I mean, you don't look okay.
I mean, I'm not 100%, but...
Are you still coughing up blood?
I mean, a little bit, but it's not like a lot.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Ernie, please, will you take a second? I know that... Okay, just... You guys lag behind, take a second. I'm going to go up there.
Harvey, please pull out your gun. I know you don't want to use it, but just to be safe.
Yeah, whatever. We gotta go. Sorry, Joel. You're good?
Yeah, we'll catch up with you in just a sec.
Okay.
I guess.
He takes out his gun and holds it kind of weirdly and runs up the stairs with Sasha. Sure.
Sasha sees her, or sees him, you know what I mean? Like...
He's cupping it with 2 hands.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, okay. Remember. And I take his hand and I put his hand like the right way on the gun. And I'm like, here's the safety. Okay. Remember, here is the safety.
Yeah, I get it.
Okay.
Damn. Don't like it. I got it. Let's just... Do you hear screaming? I don't hear anything. Is she like okay in the head?
I don't know. That dream did something to her. like really did something to her. Not just, like you wake up scared, sweating. I mean, you saw the marks on her neck. This whole fucking thing freaks me out. Okay, come on.
Let's
just go check it out. Let's go check it out. And we're gonna make our way over to the door.
When you get up to the door, you notice that the circle looks metallic. The door looks stone, just like the rest of it, although a slightly different color or shade of gray. Not even gonna. And in the center of the circle is an indentation, a square shaped about 3 inches or so, a hollowed out space. Now this metal is kind of this brassy colored, and the circle has got this designs all etched into it, all intricately.
Harvey takes the cube out of his pocket.
Don't do that yet. Hold on.
If it fits.
They are the exact same size, and it's when you notice that there is one of the symbols from the cube is in the square hole.
So I'll wait for the doctor to come check it out when he's done talking to Joel. That makes you feel better, but I'm pretty sure this is what we need.
I'm pretty sure you're right too, but the thing that I'm worried about is we open that door, what's on the other side? Because last time it was, that room, and then you disappeared, and there was the blood, and then there were the butchers, and then I just listen, okay? I need you to be safe.
Oh man, Sasha. Oh my. Okay, I might have. Oh fuck this. Oh, damn it! I didn't want to tell you. I'm trying to get this done as fast as possible. Because apparently, the veil drops in, I don't know what, 4 days now? Was it 4 days? 4 days. You think it's 5. It's 4. It's 4. It's definitely 4. I'm gonna... Ooh, don't... You can't be looking at me right now. You can't. And he kind of looks away and fumbles with the cube a little bit. The veil has 4 days, and I have 4 days. And I don't want to waste our time too much at this moment.
Okay.
They told me I'm gonna die, dude. And it's just, I'm kind of knowing that oh man.
You're not going to die.
Crying. I've been crying a lot.
Harvey, I can't. Harvey, I can't. I won't let you die. I cannot let you die. Okay? I can't let you die.
Okay, well, we're going to have to, I'll do it. I'll walk in. We're going to have to go through that door because I don't see any other way up, and I got to get to the top of this fucking tower.
Doc, are you done?
So if I were to roll battlefield medicine, is there anything that I can do for Joel?
I've still got 1 injury, so I'm assuming that would fix it. Whatever internal issue.
Let's see. That's pretty good.
Hey, you guys are on a roll with the rolls.
Yeah, for now, that's the worst part.
Yeah.
We've been in this situation before.
Yay.
Great rolls in the beginning.
Yay, I'm at 100%. I was very concerned.
Oh yeah, with that roll I get 2 of my options, and I will do improvisation since I really don't actually have medical equipment. And then careful, I guess. Unless I can hold on to one of these, but I don't think I can.
Careful improv.
So does that take away my injury?
Yes.
Thanks, Doc.
Now, please, for the love of God, tell me about the squirrel later.
Okay, fine. I will tell you all about the stupid squirrel and all of the other weird shit if we make it out of this. Sound like a deal?
Given our chances, I feel like it's the best I can ask for.
All right. But if we get out of this, you have to help me find the people that killed my parents.
Fair. I'd be interested in locating these types of people myself also.
Cool. We should probably get going now, I guess.
Oh, yeah. I don't want to be standing here alone for much longer.
Nope. So Joel takes out her gun, cocks it, and they're headed up the stairs right on their heels. All right. Hello? What's the holdup here, people?
Harvey's just kind of like, he's like crying for sure because he's a big baby, and he kind of like the gun hand. He's got the gun in his fist, and he like wipes his eyes, and then he's like, "Oh God!" and got the cube in the other hand, and he just like, his eyes are kind of red, and he looks over at Ernie awkwardly.
Mr. Winston.
Can you look at this
Thing
the thing
So,
matches
the-
the thing.
for the whole?
I can't really tell. Are there like 30 shades of gray or 40 shades of gray?
Well, surely not more than
Number.
60. I would say probably
Number.
Okay,
somewhere
if we want to get
between,
specific, it's like 49. But can
somewhere
you look at
between
this?
49 and 51,
You
possibly.
know, I think it's a solid 50
Oh my God,
shades of gray.
Oh my God.
It's okay.
Scream sound. It's 50.
So, yeah, and I look at the door, and so I see that the symbol on the door matches the symbol, one of the two symbols that are on the cube.
There are 6 symbols on the cube.
Oh, were there? Oh,
Yes.
that's right. But only there was the top that actually opened, and then the bottom that
Right.
opened. That's right.
But there were still symbols on every side.
Right.
It does match one of those, yes.
Which one?
Symbol number 1.
Oh.
Alcouth one.
I can't remember if there was anything I really determined about symbol number 1. Just that 1 and 6 are very similar, but they are strikingly different. Does there appear to be any way to open the door? Handle anything? Probably not going to be able to fit through the peephole.
Can we kick it down?
It's solid stone, Miss Watson. That would probably break your foot, and then I would have to roll battlefield medicine again.
Like,
Doc,
I have played so many video games where you just gotta find the shape that fits into the corresponding hole, and this looks like a shape that fits into said hole. Is there like any other thing you're looking for here? Because it seems kind of straightforward to me. Sorry, I'm kind of nervous right now.
So then why haven't you tried it?
Because we thought you'd like maybe if we put it in with the wrong symbol facing. I don't know. I'm not Laura Croft.
I don't get that reference.
Don't worry about it.
Sasha, roll for plus perception for me, please.
Also, I don't think Tomb Raider had come out in 1990.
Yeah.
90.
My demon abilities gave me a foresight to Laura Croft. Okay, God.
You and
I'm a fan of 18.
yeah, that's nice. You and you hear it too now, and Joel, you get another dose of the Blythe scream. It's definitely a scream, and it's got to be her tone. You know what I mean? And she is screaming as though she's dying.
Okay, I don't care. Open the door. Just throw the box in the door. Let's go.
Yeah, Sasha grabs hold of the box, snatches it from Ernie, looks around, matches the symbol to the symbol, and shoves it in the hole.
When you do that, you hear the faintest little click, and the dial suddenly comes loose in your hand as if you could turn that circle.
Can I turn it? Does it turn both ways, or does it just turn clockwise or counterclockwise?
It turns clockwise.
Okay.
You use the cube to actually turn it like a knob.
Okay, I turn it like a knob.
And when you do that, the door, you do it just about a quarter of the way around, and the door starts to swing in almost silently. With no click, no squeak.
Can I pull the cube back out of the hole?
Yes.
Okay, I do that. What's inside the door?
About a 10-foot by 10-foot room.
Is there anybody in here?
There is. On the opposite side of the room, there is another door, and there is a podium next to the door. You know, like a restaurant podium. There's 2 benches along both sides of the wall, black wood, red velvet cushions, and there is a chair at the podium, and there is apparently, it looks to be like a man sitting in the chair, but he's sort of like slumped over asleep.
Does this look like a fucking steakhouse entryway?
In a weird way.
You have to make reservations to save me.
A little bit more gothic, perhaps. But yeah. It's like an old guy in a
Sasha
suit.
Sasha puts the cube in the inside pocket of his jacket, has his gun out, and starts walking into the room. I just keep it down at my side, kind of behind my leg. You know what I mean? I'm not walking with it, fucking James Bond style.
Right.
Trying to be discreet with it a little bit. Table for 4.
This old guy starts to wake up, and when he does, you can see dust rise from him as if he hasn't moved in a while. But he wakes.
Not a popular place, huh?
He starts to cough himself up like he's just been napping, and gets up, and he's got just this sort of bulky black suit on, and a white shirt, and a black bow tie, very pale looking, just this little bit of stubble, but his skin is kind of almost gray, just really no color to it at all. And he sort of tries to be bright-eyed as he can, but his eyes look sort of dead. And as he stands up, oh yes, and gets up to the podium, and he slaps his hand on the podium, he's missing his right hand, is not there. And in its place is just this, like a 10-inch spike that seems to have been impaled into his nub. You can actually see the amputated end of his arm, and it literally looks like the spike probably had 2 ends, one shoved into his arm, the other one poking through. But he pays no mind to that as he gets up to the podium, and he's like, oh yes, I suppose you've got the key.
You need what?
The key.
Listen, Garcon, we got reservations for the top of the building.
Yes, I know. I want to see it.
Missing the 5th of our party. I'm not handing you shit.
Oh, you don't have to hand it to me. I just want to see it. I haven't seen it in so long.
Sasha pulls it out of his pocket, holds it in his hand.
Oh.
Okay, now you've seen it.
Beautiful, beautiful. Very nice. And what do you plan on doing with your key?
Going through the door? What do you normally do with keys?
Yeah, we're unlocked.
I'm always curious. Everybody always has a different reason for bringing it. But yes, through this door will take you where you want to go. However, there will be challenges ahead. I fear one of your party is missing. Is that the case?
Yeah, where is she?
She's behind one of the doors inside.
Which
How many-
door?
How many doors inside?
Oh, there's a few. But now that
Sure.
I've seen the key,
And what do we call you?
I'm the doorman.
He's the doorman, Sasha. Hence the door.
Yes.
Okay, let us
Yes,
through.
the Avengers got it.
What all? Wait, doorman. What all does this key do?
That key opens the doors.
Yeah, but does it do anything else? Like, what happens when you open it?
Oh, well, see, therein lies the question, because nobody knows what's behind the doors.
Not even the doorman.
No, I'm just making sure that you have the key and are not some intruder who found a way somehow, perhaps. But it doesn't happen often, as you can see. But just in case it does, click, 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 I'm ready for them.
I'm glad we had it.
You said something about challenges. What kind of challenges are we talking here?
Well, I'm just, saying it's challenging. You're going to open the doors, and I don't know any specifics, but I can tell you that what lies ahead is challenging.
You coy motherfucker. Get out
Thank
of the way.
you, Confucius.
Oh, the broken, so much fun. Oh, did you hear that? She's screaming again.
Okay, move out the way. I'm done with you, old dusty man. Thank you for your service. We're gonna go.
Be careful.
Could I try to roll charisma to see if he tell me what happens when I open the box, or does he just like flat out not know?
He would not know.
He would not know. Okay,
No.
I wasn't sure how to ask that.
If it
Alrighty.
was 5e, you'd have to
Try
roll,
to take
and then
the
I'd
cue back from Sasha. Like it's mine.
All right, door, please. Now they're screaming. I'm not liking.
No, it's open. Go right on in.
Thanks. And she scuttles out towards the other door.
Yeah, Sasha moves. If Joel's pushing through the door right now,
Yeah, same.
then Sasha's right behind. Charlie's Angel style.
We're all just Charlie's Angels.
When you open up the door, it opens up into a great big lobby, for a lack of a better term. It's a huge, huge room. Anybody with the right frame of mind would be like, already the dimensions seem off from what you would have guessed from outside of Trump Tower in this building. You know that it's something different on the inside. And in this room, there are alcoves leading off into various hallways. In front of you, there are alcoves with doors straight ahead. There are walkways. There are other doors up above on walkways. There are stairs all over the place. There are also things, creatures. I don't want to say people because you can't really see them. But like you'll notice up on one of the walkways, there's like this shrouded black cloaked thing walks over and lights a candle. And there are candles lit all over the place in various little niches up in the walls, or sometimes just sitting, melting on the floors. On the floor.
Can I pick up a candle and use it as light?
You certainly can.
Yes.
Does anybody like
First thing I would do.
notice us in here or is concerned about us being in here?
You wouldn't know.
Where are the doors located?
Straight
Yeah.
ahead. There are some doors straight ahead.
Can we still hear Blythe's screaming from any particular direction?
You can, yes. You and Sasha both hear it pretty much almost constantly now.
Is it coming from ahead of us? Is it just echoing in this whole room? Is it, you know what I mean? Can we discern if it's above us or any of
Well,
those things?
It's in your head.
Oh,
Ooh.
this is bad. This is really, really bad.
So
Doc.
I guess,
Doc, you said they were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? Do you remember which one's number 2?
Probably.
Fuck.
Okay.
Probably.
Okay.
I'll take it. I'll take probably.
Yeah, I'll take probably. Yes. I say we just, Sasha's just going to get over to those other doors. He knows that Harvey's freaking out about time. He's freaking out about time. We've already lost a day somehow, according to Harvey. So yeah. Harvey, we got in here and we had 6 days left or 5 days left, and now Harvey thinks we only have 4 days left, and I don't know how the fuck that happened, but we got to move. Let's go. So, Doc, I need you to figure out which one of these doors is number 2.
Okay. Could I roll reason in order to figure that out?
Yes.
We'll see what happens. Not terrible. Better than a 9.
Could have been worse.
That is better than a 9.
Are you like you're trying to discern which one of these symbols? What exactly are you trying to figure out? Just so I know what to tell you.
So
if you go and look at the doors that are directly across, like if you wanted to go look at the doors, you would see that they're almost identical versions of the door that you've passed through. Only they have different symbols in their locking mechanism. We'll just call it that. So if you were trying to figure out which symbol then you literally land on symbol number 2, which is the one with the upside down hook. And there is a door with that symbol.
My best guess would be this one. And if that's the symbol, I don't think we're going to like what we find on the other side.
I don't think any of us are going to like anything that's on the other side of any of these doors.
Fair point, Miss Watson.
Oh, okay. I'll go.
I put my hand out for the box from Ernie.
I pass it over.
Harvey holds his hand out. No offense, but can I hold it?
Yes, of course. Sorry, I'm just trying to keep you safe. That's all. And Sasha hands the box to Harvey.
He takes it and kind of gives him like a thin-lipped smile and a nod, and turns and walks towards the door that Ernie mentioned.
As soon as I'm assuming you're going to follow the same motions as you guys did with the first door. Put it in, turn it, and move it. As soon as you get it in and you make that turn, right before it is, that's when Dr. Kennedy, you don't remember any specific name of the power, but it occurs to you, you're like, oh, torment is the symbol. And that's right when the lock completes its turn and the door starts to fall open. I say fall because it swings as if you pushed it, but there's nothing there, and there's no incline, but there's no sound or anything like that. It just opens nice and smoothly in front of you. And there's a hallway on the other side of it, and it's just this wrecked out, like an abandoned building, bricks crumbled, garbage on the floor, sheetrock, pieces of ceiling, that sort of stuff. And then down at the end, there's like a wooden door, a regular door with a doorknob.
Mr. Trump should pay his contractors better.
Something tells me Mr. Trump had, well, maybe he had something to do with this. I retract that statement before it came out of my mouth.
Yeah, he's gonna step forward. I've got the candle still, and he's not gonna be like super crazy about it. I want to like look around as I kind of step forward and shine the light on different things as I go towards the door.
Yeah, when you all start to walk into the hallway, you all hear the unmistakable sound of a female, Blythe, screaming.
Like down the hallway from the other end of the hall behind that door?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Really quiet. Quiet. Okay? Quiet.
Put the cube in my jacket and pull out my gun. Okay.
Come on, let's hurry up. I don't like the way that sounds.
Yeah, down the hall. Quiet.
Yeah.
Quiet as we can.
Tippy-toeing.
Scooby-Dooing.
We are the Scooby-Doo gang.
So yeah, it's just a door at the end of the hall. It's like a regular white paint peeling off of it door, old-fashioned looking doorknob.
Does it have a peephole?
No peephole.
Okay.
Girl.
I had to ask.
No people.
Damn it.
Does it have one of those keyholes that's like super ancient so you can look through it?
Super ancient. Do you mean like
Yeah, super ancient.
from 35 years ago?
From all the way back in the 19th century. The 20th century.
Okay. I'm gonna kind of press my back against the wall, and I'm gonna reach out my hand, and I'm gonna try to slowly turn the door handle, trying not to make any noise.
I'm going to flank the other side of that hallway on the same side. We're going to Charlie's Angel on both sides of the door.
If there is any noise that the door would make, and anybody inside the room that could hear the noise, they would probably not hear it over the sound of pain that has got to be right in front of them. And as you, if you like try to peek in, you can't see anything. You're gonna have to open the door all the way to see what's in the room, and you can tell that okay, yep, there's a room here.
Is the room dark, or is it like?
No, it's lit by candles. Several.
Okay. Since we're kind of sneaking, I'm gonna put my candle out.
Okay.
I guess I'm going to slip around the doorway and head on in.
Yeah, Sasha's we're gonna open the door, and if she's going right, I'm going left. If she's going left, I'm going right.
When you
know what to do, so I'm gonna hide in the shadows with Ernie.
when you open the door, it opens into just a plain square room, probably 15, 20 feet square. In the center of the room is a table with various bladed instruments laid out across it. There is blood on the floor. There appears to be a man in like a dingy white lab coat with like one of those old surgical hats on. You just see his back to you, but you can see that in front of him, hanging from the ceiling with a hook through her hands like she was a deer or something, hanging from the ceiling, and her feet are spiked to a wooden block that's on the floor.
Can I use intimidating to see if I can get him to do what I want him to do?
You're gonna have to get his attention first.
Well, I was hoping if I rolled well enough, I could just surprise him.
You're wanting to get his attention and intimidate him?
Yeah, basically at the same time.
All right, well, let's go ahead and make a roll.
Well,
19.
that's pretty good.
Nice.
All right.
So describe to me then the scene. Break it down for me. He's got his back to you, and you can see that he's got something in his hand. You can't see Blythe's body. He's covered her. It's kind of a big guy. He's probably 6'2", 6'3", a big sort of skinny type guy. But he's, silhouetting her, as it were. You can just see arms up at the top, and of course you can hear her. She's still screaming because he's actively doing whatever he's doing.
Okay, so I step in just enough behind him to point a gun at his head. And I'm pretty close to him if we've gotten that close without alerting him. And I put the gun like right up to the back of his neck. Yo, fuckface, I'm gonna need you to step out of the way here. Drop what you're doing and step away slowly and show me your hands.
I feel like you probably should have just shot him.
I don't know what she's doing.
Does Sasha recognize this person? This thing?
You can't see his face.
Okay.
So with the gun on the back of his neck, and I'm assuming he puts his hands up because they get to succumb to fear and give in to my demands. I'm gonna like grab his shoulder and like still with the gun pointed, like slowly pull him back and away from and out of the way of covering up Blythe.
So you got him like by the collar with the gun and you're pulling him back?
Yep, to get him out of the way so everybody else can see Blythe.
Okay. As you pull him away, yes, at this point you're going to start to see his face, side of his face exposed, Sasha, and you'll start to recognize him as the doctor, only he doesn't look as good as you remember him. And in front of you is Blythe, stretched from ceiling to floor, and that same sort of intricate symbology that is etched onto the metal plates on the door, just this really fine filigree, lots of swirls and tapers off and designs, and it branches off into some other design, sort of these really abstract, sometimes very fine looking, sometimes very brutalist looking in regards, similar to that, has been carved onto her body from about the collarbone down to her waist. And she is just covered in lacerations.
But you're dead.
Like you're
supposed to be fucking dead. And I fire my gun.
Roll for violence.
Oh man.
Am I conscious enough to realize that they're in front of me?
Yes, at this point, Blythe, you feel free to say anything that you want to say. Your choices of movement are a little bit limited at the moment, but yes, you feel free to interact and scream or whatever it is that you want to do.
Harvey's just kind of like talking to himself, hoping the lady can hear. But he's like, "You told me like she would be fine. You never said any of this was gonna happen." Just like over and over next to Ernie, like just having an argument with himself.
17.
A 17, and your gun does 2.
I think 2. Let me look.
Yeah, it's 2.
How far away are you?
Inside the door. So.
Okay, so halfway across the room then.
Yeah.
It was Joel that was up front. So you get a couple rounds off. Boom. You can see it takes the hit. The second one hits it as well. Both of them going into its body. And it swings around. And Joel, I need you to roll to avoid harm. Avoid harm.
Okay. Oh God. Ernie, might need you. It's a 12.
Yikes.
12.
12's not bad.
No, that's good. Partially sustained some harm. Now I want you to roll for endure injury.
Oh no.
And it's going to be a -1 on the modifier because you're going to take 1 of the harm.
Oh no.
Oh, I got an 8 to endure injury.
So that's a 7 then.
Yeah, it's a 7.
So when he takes those 2 bullets, boom, boom, but in the process, he swings around and just clubs Joel with his arm and sends Joel kind of flying across the room, and Joel smacks out and slumps at the wall.
Oh no.
Slumps at the wall like
I passed out.
Out of it.
Dead?
Like, no, not dead, but like knocked out. Got knocked the fuck out, man.
Okay.
Help!
Yeah, can
And-
I do something?
So I'm gonna use, before anybody else does anything, I'm gonna use 6
Dang
cents. I'm gonna use 6 cents.
Okay.
And those of you that are behind me, you all of a sudden, like, I see Joel, Sasha sees Joel get knocked across the room, and Harvey steps forward and puts his arms behind his back and screams, "No!" And as he screams no, the smoke that you had seen envelop his arm and his hand, you see tendrils of that smoke eject out of him from all parts of his body and head toward the doctor. And I am going to roll my inner power.
Okay.
You bitch! I was rolling for inner power.
Oh my God.
No.
Is that a 6 I see?
That is
Rule
a
of
6.
cool that and
Where did
and a
you get
1
inner power?
front of-
Okay.
Oh no!
You know what it does, Sasha. I'll let you describe what happens.
So this is the first time, and you know what I mean? Like I scream the no, and these tendrils of smoke lash out, but instead of going forward, they fill the room and they just go in every direction out of me. And they hit Harvey, they hit Dr. Kennedy, they hit Joel, they hit the doctor, they hit Blythe, they hit everyone in the room. I fill the room with these smoke tendrils, and everyone takes 2 harm.
Everybody takes 2.
Oh, so I've got 3 now.
I
Oh.
take
Including myself.
less, negative
how this works with wounds. I just click that.
You just click the little box. You just go down 2 spaces.
Would I not?
Oh,
Because my endure trauma.
Hang
I
on a
lose
second.
my
Yes. Yeah, you get 1 freebie for sure for that, I believe.
And then my hardened.
That is, you get to do a endure. Actually, I get confused on this endure injury because I think that you should roll it every time you take harm. Endure injury. So,
The piece so bad.
yeah,
So
roll
bad.
for endure injury. So you can use your advantage, but when your little modifier comes in, you got to put in the -1 for the harm that you actually are going to dodge.
So I would like to roll soul for my genius advantage to not get hit by a smoke tendril of horror and
Right.
terribleness.
Okay. We can do that. Let me
So do I roll? Do I roll endurance?
Roll endure injury and then
-1.
Yeah,
right?
-1 on when the little box comes up. 13, very good. So okay, so you still just take the 1.
Okay.
But you get a freebie on the other one. But the harden does give you the opportunity to have a slightly different outcome. And now you're rolling genius. Genius.
Oh, yeah.
A 17.
That means I get all 3 of my edges.
Okay.
So first I will be using the quick thinker. I realize how to protect myself from harm, and I treat that as if I'd rolled a 15 plus to avoid harm.
Right. You realize that when Sasha sends out the little smoke tendrils, all you got to do is this. And you're good.
Everybody remember that.
I'm passed out.
For future reference.
I'm a little tied up at the moment.
Oh.
Okay, sorry.
Hands are full. Okay.
And it says I can keep these to use any time during the scene while we're still in danger. So
yes,
I'll probably just keep the other 2 for now. Unless, let's see, I realize an effective way to dispose of the threat. So I could like dive out of the way, whip out the handgun that Sasha gave me earlier, and pop one off at the doctor.
Oh,
It would look pretty cool.
Ernie's a badass over here.
I want to go.
Smoking weed.
yeah, you can definitely do that, and then you're taking a shot at the doctor. And which handgun was it?
I don't remember. I mean, it's one that they gave me at Joel's house.
We handed him a service.
Very good. Go ahead and roll.
So the thing about the logical edge for
Yes.
genius, it just says you realize an effective way to dispose of the threat, deal +1 harm.
Oh, sweet. 1, 2.
Because if I had to actually make the attack roll, that would be bad. That would be a bad thing.
Right.
Because I have a -2 to violence.
Same.
Right. So when you do that, you have realized that, especially when you start shooting it, that it is killable, even though you have started to realize that it's not a natural human creature. And as you put a couple more bullet holes in it with your gun, during that action, your little John Woo move to the floor, boom, boom, boom. The doctor just screams this inhuman sounding scream that makes you want to put your hands to your ears, and then in just this very quick, like, whoa, Doc, he's very spry. He jets for the door.
Wait.
Make a move,
Can I
Harvey.
go?
Yes, go
Okay.
for it.
I did roll earlier. I don't know if you want me to roll again, but I got 19.
No, what were you rolling on?
I was rolling for inner power.
Okay.
Which with 15 plus it allows me to
Yeah.
cause 2 harm.
That's right. Go for it.
So all this happens. Harvey gets kind of smacked around by the smoke tendrils, but he manages to kind of like stumble out of whatever Sasha had held back, and he kind of goes into this weird state, the same state you guys saw him in the cube, where like his eyes take on a different look to them, and he just like lets out a really like deep yell and holds his arm out, and all of the sharp implements on the table start rising slowly one by one, and they go and they stab the doctor in the back as he's trying to get away.
Oh, Harvey just went fucking carry on the doctor.
Oh yeah, he did.
And it works. The doctor doesn't hit the door because he's impaled with several different objects in his back, and he falls poof, in front of the door. You can see him still kind of like crawling for the door, like he's trying still. He's not completely dead, but he's prone on his belly and dragging himself over.
Sasha runs over to Joel and checks for a pulse.
Joel is alive.
And like Sasha is crying, and he's like, I don't even know what happened. Oh my God, I'm so sorry.
If no one else is gonna end him too, I'm gonna go to the doctor and cap him in the head.
That was so
I'm
matter
just
of fact.
sobbing. I'm sobbing and still screaming, maybe a little bit.
I love the image of Harvey walking over there with that pistol and just doing the executioner tap tap.
He's just like, I'm fucking done with this. I just keep having to deal with all this horse shit. And like Erica saw that clip of Post Malone. And even though he's shaking, like he puts a foot to kind of steady himself on the back of the doctor where knives aren't, and shoots him.
So Doctor and Harvey have saved the moment. Joel is still knocked out. Blythe is hanging by hooks. Lots of stuff has just happened as Sasha is trying to see through his own smoke and make sense of the situation. This is where we're going to take our break so that everybody can consider their next moment, because we are exactly halfway. And yeah, let's take a little break, about 10 minutes or so, and we will be right back.
I have hooks in my hands.
You're fine. It's a flesh wound.
Really bad.
Snakes in my
Flesh wound.
Flesh wound. You're fine.
All right, so yeah, we're back, and you were just hearing the end of the conversation as to who Ernie wants to heal. But at this point, I'm just going to, we kind of know the scene that's in front of us, so I'm going to leave it up to you guys here to sort yourselves out for a minute.
God damn it, Ernie, get over here and help me get her down.
Of course.
She's just fucking screaming. She's in a lot of pain.
Yeah, after Harvey kind of shakes off shooting the doctor, which he's very, took a lot to do that, he does come out as well.
I will say this, that for as much of the excruciating pain that Blythe must be going through, her body's carved up, both of her, she's like got the stigmata going with the hands and the feet, and she's still screaming. She's still awake. She's just a 16-year-old girl. So I'm just throwing out there that you notice that she's got a little bit of a toughness to her. I mean, she's still screaming bloody murder. It hurts like fuck, but she's awake screaming, "This hurts like fuck."
Sasha has tears streaming down his face.
Oh, Sasha.
Not to do this to myself, but this is definitely a kind of a keep it together kind of moment for Sasha.
Roll.
I just had this blast out of me that I didn't even know that I could do that. Woo! I rolled a 17.
And you do. It's emotional.
Woo!
It's emotional, but you're keeping it together.
Yeah, so we make a move to try to get her down.
Ow!
I assume we
Ow!
start with her hands.
Sorry.
Sasha's down underneath her trying to hold her feet up so that, you know, when the weight comes off of her, it's not all put on her feet.
She's thrashing. She's not making this easy.
Lifting her
Yeah.
up.
Harvey's gonna try to keep her still so they can.
Lifting her up to do the hooks is really not that difficult, except it pulls on that block on the floor. But you can get her unhooked, and then her hands are free, and then you just have to deal with the spike in the block. Because she's literally nailed to a chunk of wood.
Sasha starts looking around, trying to find something that he can try to pry this nail out of, you know what I mean, pry this spike out of the wood.
She starts kicking her feet.
I don't know how you're kicking your
Hard.
feet there.
Yeah.
As hard, no, like as hard as I can. Like swinging the block around if I can, because you said it can move. I'm gouging at my feet, y'all.
Oh.
Blythe, stop! Blythe!
Yeah, I'm
Sick.
still gonna try to like hold her still as much as possible.
Yeah, I'm running around the room trying to find something, anything.
Yeah, there are some tools, some prying plier type tools, a small hammer.
Oh God.
Blythe, I want you to roll endure injury.
Okay. I think, yeah.
Yeah, just plus fortitude. I just want to see what you get.
16.
Nice. As you're hunting around, trying, maybe I can use this. Trying to imagine in your mind how you're going to get the right leverage on this big spike. As Blythe is trying to thrash and move and swing this block of wood around, she does, and with the centrifugal force of swinging this thing around, it pulls the spike through her feet the rest of the way, and she comes free.
Yeah, Harvey's there to catch her and just like grab her and pick her all up and try to hold her tightly as he can without like squeezing any of her injuries. Oh my God, Blythe! Oh my God, I thought you'd be okay. I didn't realize that this would happen to you. Oh my God, I'm so sorry.
She's just gasping and sobbing.
Sasha takes his knife and takes his flannel off and starts, you know what I mean, like cutting the sleeves off and trying to make, bindings of some sort to at least try to stop the blood flow.
She cries out every single time you touch her. She is just screaming every single time.
Yeah, Harvey's just gonna he's gonna start crying now, and he's just holding you, just keeping you back from hurting yourself or making this any harder, as Sasha does is what he does.
Harvey, I want you to roll keep it together.
Ooh, you got it.
I don't know how I got here. I don't know. I was just here, and then he was here, and then the guy, they were both here.
Oh, kid. Oh, kid, I'm so sorry.
21.
Wait, both?
And she's just sobbing again.
Yeah, you're good, Harvey. I mean, you're distraught and emotional, but you're keeping it together.
Cool.
Ernie,
She said both. Keep your eyes open. There's
Both,
more
both,
going
God damn
on.
it! Not just the doctor. The guy was here, Sasha. The one.
Sasha starts frantically looking around the room.
Wait, the guy at the gallery?
You mean
Yeah, the fuck.
you mean him? You
Oh, of course.
oh shit, the stranger's here?
Yeah. Fucking
23 on my battlefield medicine roll.
What's that for
Or
Joel?
sobbing.
For Blythe.
For
Since
Blythe.
poor Joel is just like straight up slumped.
In the corner. Yeah.
It's fine.
sorry, Joel.
I'm okay for now.
Yeah, when you go to work on Blythe, you notice that she seems to be doing not too well. I mean, the injuries don't look bad. I mean, there's a lot of them, and they look bad in volume. But as far as medically speaking, their state of healing looks good.
Okay, well, I will, since I get my 2 edges for this one, I will do improvisation and careful. So I
Mhm.
stabilize 1 wound without access to medical equipment. That wound stabilizes and will heal much faster than normal. So
That's good. So go ahead and move your X up 1, Blythe, from wherever it is now. She does have lots of lacerations and cuts. There is a pile of cloth, like it looks like sheets or something that you might be able to wrap her up in to kind of. She doesn't have any clothes on.
I was about to say, am I naked?
Yeah.
Oh.
There's
It's okay. He's still holding on.
Aw,
The
it's hard.
nakedness.
I just didn't want to make it a thing, but I'm just pointing out that. But now that yes, you need to swaddle this girl.
Help. I'm naked and afraid. For real.
that show doesn't even exist yet.
Aw, fuck. I mean,
Yeah, Sasha gives his jacket to Harvey and then grabs Ernie and is like, listen, you got to help her. You have
She'll
to.
be fine.
No,
Most
she
of
will
the
not.
wounds are surface wounds. I need to check on Miss Watson.
Yes, that's who I'm talking about. Blythe. I'm not talking about Blythe. I'm talking about Joel. Jojo needs your fucking help. Let's go.
Good move, Sasha. And I push past him.
Yeah, Sasha stands and is just looking over his shoulder like,
Joel is slumped against the wall with a bloody nose.
Oh.
I'm real worried about this one because I've rolled really well so far.
God, please don't hurt me.
Just like the
Oh, wow.
odds of me rolling well again are not good.
I've already got 3
Go for it.
marks. I'm scared.
Hey,
Oh my god! Oh my god!
yes.
better than I.
This time it will be effective improvisation, so she will stabilize 3 wounds instead of 1.
Hey,
3.
Yep.
3.
Oh.
That fixes her up.
Do I wake up?
Yeah. So she's like, you give her a little. Joel wakes up.
Sasha wraps Ernie in a big hug and is just, sobbing and thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Calm down.
Joel
just
like sits up
trembling.
and she like touches the blood on her face, and then she wipes it, And she kind of looks around. She's a little out of it.
Sasha
Miss
reaches his
Watson.
hand down to offer you a hand to stand up.
No, let her sit for now. She needs to rest. Miss Watson, next time we have an opportunity to take one of them by surprise, shoot it in the fucking head. Don't try to get close to it.
I thought maybe we could find out what was going on, what happened to it anyways. And she's like still looking around. She's trying to like figure out what all has just taken place. Is Blythe okay? What the hell, guys?
Most of her wounds are surface lacerations. She should be fine, but she's not going to be able to walk very effectively, not with those wounds.
All right, get me to my feet. We got to keep going. And so she'll take that hand that Sasha offered to get to her feet.
Yeah.
RV, yeah. Go ahead.
Sasha lifts you up and puts you in a big bear hug.
All right, Sasha, it's all right. We're okay. Come on.
Harvey's gonna sit there kind of with Blythe on his lap for a little bit, like wrapped up in the jacket. And he stands up and picks her up with him and looks at the group and then nods over to Joel. Hey, how are you? It's good to see you up.
Thanks. Blythe, are you okay?
She kind of whimpers and she nods. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right. Is everybody else okay? Is anybody else hurt?
No, as soon as I saw smoke tentacles coming out of Sasha, I ducked. I don't know why the rest of you didn't.
Smoke tentacles.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't have any idea where that even came from.
Where are we?
Harvey?
Blythe, you don't remember how you got here? You don't remember?
I don't remember
Like, we've been looking for you
anything. How long have I been here? How long have I been gone? We were making enchiladas.
Time is kind of a weird thing right now. A day?
Day.
2.
We're happy. It's all because of me. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Blythe. Oh my God.
You
And
guys.
he squeezes her a little harder, and he's not in a good state of mind right now.
You guys came looking for me?
More happened upon you.
I mean, we were gonna find you eventually.
Where the fuck are we?
We're in a Trump Tower. Do you know what that is?
Yes, I know what that is.
We're in Trump Tower, but we're not in Trump Tower. We're at the other side of Trump Tower.
Like the subway.
Yeah.
Or the
Subway.
temple, I guess. Whatever we were in.
Wow. Jeez. How'd you get here? You just
Taxi.
I drove, actually.
happened upon it? You walked inside the Trump Tower and then
Oh,
we're on
God.
the other side?
Okay, it's a long story.
Tower.
Sweetheart, babe, listen, kiddo, I'm glad we found you. I really am. I'm glad we found you. But it's a long fucking story. So we have to go.
Well, where are we going?
Sasha, she can't walk.
Then I'll carry her.
Absolutely
I
not.
think you guys should just go back.
We're not gonna leave you to do this on
Did you
your own,
just see
Harvey.
what fucking happened here? You guys should leave.
And you're gonna die without even getting to the top if we
Yeah, well,
leave.
I'm gonna die anyway. All right. I think this is my thing, and I don't even know why the doctor is here for one thing. Sasha, I kind of understand you. Joel, you gotta find the fuckers that killed your parents. You don't want to be here. Blythe, sweetheart, you're just. I don't know if you're innocent or not, but you don't deserve this either. I think you should all just powwow together and leave.
That was the doctor?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you fucking killed him before I could talk to him?
Yeah, he turned crazy and started tearing Blythe apart.
Also, he smacked you in the face and sent you flying into a wall. I doubt he would have been particularly chatty.
You didn't exactly
Not unlike
communicate.
him, alive.
God. All right, fine. I'll scratch it off the fucking list of 10,000 other people to scratch off when we get back.
Sorry, Joel.
Fine, don't worry about it. We've got other issues right now to deal with.
Oh, you guys don't have any issue at all?
Yes, we do.
The only issue is you
Harvey.
being here.
Harvey.
What?
Where the fuck are we gonna go? We're going up.
Open a door.
There's no door handles. Where am I gonna go?
We just
Not
left a
only
door
that.
handle.
Okay, fine. If I open a door handle, we're going up. That's where we're going. I'm not leaving you. I haven't fucking left you. Yeah, you disappeared from me for a little while, but that doesn't mean I wasn't thinking about you every fucking day.
Okay.
It doesn't mean that you're not the most important fucking thing in the world to me. Do you not know that? Do you not understand that at this point? Really?
I get it. Okay. Listen,
Good.
I
Okay,
lied to
you
you,
get it.
all right? I didn't. I stayed away from you for a year, not because I didn't have the time, but it wasn't because I was ashamed of you either. It was because I cared, dude. I can't. And the way you freaked out after the swap dealer, that stuck with me, okay? And I started seeing weird shit and having to do some weird shit, Sasha. And I didn't want you involved in any of it, but you saw the kidney. Somehow you happened to be there. I didn't want you to see that. I didn't want you to see or be a part of any of my fucked up life. So I pushed you away. And I'm sorry about that, but I have to push you away now because I don't know what else to do here.
No, I made the mistake. I made the mistake of walking away that night. I'm not fucking making that mistake again.
Oh God, you're so infuriating.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Okay. And I move, and Sasha walks over to Blythe, and he lifts her up, and I'm like, let's go. You don't get to make this choice for me. You can't do this alone.
You're a pain in the ass.
Yeah, you're right.
That's the charm, I guess.
That's why you love me.
How do you guys feel?
I'm not leaving him, and I'm sure as fuck not leaving you, and Blythe's not in any condition, really.
I could walk if I wanted to.
All right, well, if you can protect yourself, and Joel leans down, she pulls out another handgun. Here. Please do not shoot anybody in the back, and I will explain to you how to use this. Well, you said you wanted a knife. This is a better thing than a knife.
That's a bigger thing than a knife. Can I just walk behind you and you protect me, Joel?
Oh, so now I'm the bodyguard. All right.
Please.
Then she tucks the extra handgun back in and she pulls out a different knife. It's not my knife, but it's another knife. I at least will bring you a knife of your own, so you're not stealing mine.
Wow.
You
Okay.
wanted one so bad, I brought you one.
Gimme.
Harvey will set her down and he just kind of like angrily wipes a ball of snot from his nose from crying, and he'll yank a couple of the sharp implements out of the doctor to use and pocket for later.
Blythe kind of tiptoes at first when she's being put down, like wincing and, trying to put on a big face. And then she's like, okay. She just toughs it out.
All right.
Is your
So-
plan then to leave the room? Is that what we're doing?
Yep.
So, okay, hold on. Do you want me to try to get us there right away? It's a risk. I don't know how much more of a risk it is than us trying to get our way through the rest of these doors.
Sure.
Wait, you're saying use your little doorway thing to get to the top?
I don't know that I can do it.
Oh, I don't know, Sasha.
What's the worst that can happen?
Oh, bad.
Very bad.
Bad.
Like really bad?
Awful.
You know, Joel, are you kidding me? You fucking saw me come out. That was one of the bad times. That thing. Do you remember that thing?
Yes, I remember that thing, Sasha, but here's
Yeah.
my other point. One thing versus 10,000 things.
Or it could lead us in
only
an
saw-
entirely different place.
You only saw the one thing. Yeah. Or we could end up somewhere unintentional.
We could start clear back to square one.
We could be way worse than that. I'm just saying, do you want me to try?
It's your power. It's Harvey's deal. I'm just here to make sure you both don't die.
That's a Harvey call.
Doc, do we press on and try to do this and try to make our way through everything, or do you want me to try to get us there?
Doc.
The cat.
He's yelling at his imaginary friend. The doctor is like,
Little shit's trying to rip into a trash bag to get at the KFC that I threw
Oh.
like an hour ago.
"We love you, Jackman."
Asshole.
He is a cat.
I love him, but he is an asshole. Use of your...
Do you want me to try to open a doorway and get us to the top?
That seems like a spectacularly terrible idea, but it would certainly be the fastest way.
Oh, great, genius! It definitely took a genius to come to that conclusion. Let's not do it. It's too much. Let's just go.
Stick it in your pocket, Sash. Last resort.
Okay. Yeah, you're right. Yes, you're right. Last resort. Okay. Let's go. And Sasha makes his way for the door to head back down the hallway.
I'm right on your heels.
There's no other doors in this room, right?
No other doors in this room, but when you go back to that door, you realize it's not the same door as it was when you came in. It now has a square keyhole. A cube keyhole. I'm simplifying the terms.
Harvey.
Cube keyhole.
Yeah. I got it.
Cube hole.
He'll step forward and open the door up.
It's a different symbol this time.
No, it's a different symbol. Then yeah, he'll look at it. Kind of looked into the doctor to see if what he's doing is right. I'm assuming the doctor, it's probably preventing his cat from getting that KFC.
No
Oh yeah,
fine dining tonight.
we're having a Mew Jackman stall moment.
Oh man.
This moment is brought to you by KFC. If we could only get KFC as a sponsor, wouldn't that be something?
Oh my gosh, that'd be amazing. I'm
KFC,
assuming-
Coors Light. What other major brands have made appearances in our
Hey,
show?
beer and fried chicken. What else do we need?
We don't need anything else.
We're
No,
from
we
Southeast Kansas, baby. If we're getting any fried chicken, we're getting
Get them to
Bardo's.
sponsor Heartland.
But I'm assuming it's like the other doors, and he'll match up the symbol to how it is on the door.
Yes. It's just it's just a different one. It looks like symbol number 4 for those that are keeping track at home. For all of you who are playing along at home with your KULT the home version game.
Roll 2d10, ladies and gentlemen.
Do I
Thank you
have
by
these
texting
symbols?
666.
I definitely want to see meeples of all of our characters.
What? Please do tell. What is a meeple?
You don't know what meeples are? They're adorable. They're adorable little tokens that you use in a lot of board games.
Oh,
Oh.
That'd be cute.
I just liked hearing you say the word meeples.
It's almost as good as peoples.
It rhymes.
But not as quite.
Bring it full circle.
A little bloody Blythe meeple.
Oh no.
So the door
So sad.
opens, and what do we see?
The door opens, and what you see is a giant opening, like massive, like it's 100 yards across, black below. There are walls all the way around this massive hole, and you are at a landing, and there are steps that go up and a set of steps that go down, and these steps have no rails on them, and they're about 3 foot wide, and if you were to go off, you would just fall into nothingness.
Oh, no.
OSHA would have a field day with this place.
You can see on the walls across the hole that there are stairs that are going every which direction, up, down. There are some passages that go across. You can even see on a couple of them that those weird creatures in the black ghosty looking things. There's doors. But yeah, you can either go up or you can go down.
Up.
Start
Right.
heading up.
Yeah? Is that where we're supposed to go? Up?
Yeah. Harvey will bend down and just silently offer Blythe another piggyback ride as they head up the stairs.
She hops on.
Yeah.
Yeah, she does.
Nobody misstep, okay? Watch your feet.
Joel, I want you to keep it together.
Oh no. I get so scared every time I have to roll something.
I can tell that the stairs are at this big massive,
Yeah.
is giving you some vertigo.
Would not be very good. That's a 14.
14, that's not too bad. Slight
Better than a
complication.
Better than a 9.
That's what they said.
Yeah, so you're heading up the steps. You can kind of feel a little bit of a wind, enough breeze that it kind of puts you off guard just a little bit. Because you really are having to focus on your balance. It is kind of a narrow, scary stairs. And you can't really see the top as far as where your goal is at the top of the stairs. That's about the time that Joel slips.
Oh no.
And goes down to her knee. Doesn't go off the side, but she does have that heart-pounding moment where she thinks she's going to go.
I totally.
Fuck, watch your feet.
And you climb these steps for what seems like a little while until you can finally see that there's starting to look, it appears to be like a curve to the steps. And then eventually that curve gets tighter and tighter, and you're going up and around an apparent column. And then you come to another doorway. And it's the same style of door that you had seen before, only with a different symbol. Well, not a different symbol. It was the same symbol as you saw when you walked out into this mess.
Oh my god. Sasha, can you get the stone out of my pocket?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
starting to regret.
Yeah. Sasha reaches in and fumbles around in Harvey's pocket and pulls the out and is looking and finds the right symbol and puts it in and turns to the door.
You little shits realize I'm 60 years old, right?
Joel pats your back.
I'll piggyback ride next time, old man.
Blythe just pats Harvey on the head.
Oh my god.
Did a good job.
Mhm.
There's Blythe, there's a little cocaine in that right hand pocket if you need it.
Off the
Harvey,
cocaine.
you.
16-year-olds should not snort cocaine. Blythe, do not
Harvey,
take that as an
Harvey,
invitation.
not Blythe. No, not she doesn't need any drugs.
Blythe, do not take that as an invitation. You can smoke weed later.
What about you, Ernie? Need a little bump?
No, I feel like if I were to do that, my heart would literally explode and then I would plummet hundreds of feet, thousands possibly, to whatever is at the bottom.
That's a fair point.
Please don't talk about that.
I'll take one though. And open the door. What's behind the door?
It's right after you start to feel that bump hit your brain. And you open up the door, and Sasha, you practically fall right into this room. Just the whole euphoria, the way everything hits, and the stress of the situation. And when you fall into this room, you are in a nightclub. And it is not a nightclub that is unfamiliar to you. There's
Do we all see this?
Yeah.
Already at Drum's place.
Is this the green room? Meta?
Yeah, was that the name of it? Hang on. Yeah. It's your nightclub. Well, not your nightclub, but it's the one from your story, yes.
Do I know this nightclub too?
I've brought you here, yeah.
Do I know this nightclub?
You don't know.
Okay.
I probably just know of this nightclub.
If you have seen it, Doc, it's you've never seen it. You know what I mean? Bumping, probably. You've never seen it. Is it full of people? What's going on? Or is it?
Yeah, it's hopping.
Describe it? It's hopping.
Yeah, you can if you got an image of it. But yes, it is. There's people. It's hopping right now. Music's going. Lights are going.
Yeah. So there. I mean, it's a fairly good sized dance floor in the middle of the room. Rails on two sides. There is a bar. A long bar on one side of the room. The bar is very current. You know what I mean? It's not like an old wooden bar. It looks newly built for this time. Really nice bar top. Just bottles on bottles on bottles displayed across the back of this bar. Everybody in the green room is very new wave, kind of that late 80s Pet Shop Boys. There's a lot of androgyny in here. There's a lot of this is a full on New York City cocaine addled fucking drunken dance club. Lights on the dance, different light show going on the dance floor. There's a DJ booth off to the side. It smells like this building is old, but there's a lot of new things in here, if that makes sense. It looks like somebody took this shitty old building and tried to put a new cool dance club in here. Yeah, so Sasha falls in, you know what I mean, kind of falls into the door and just starts looking around. And then stops. You just see him stop, and he's standing and he's staring directly across the room.
Yeah.
Not speaking, not.
Yeah. We'll stumble in too, and I'll set Blythe down as soon as I can, and just like kind of bump into Sasha a little bit, and like just take his hand and like tug on him a little bit.
That feeling that you had had once, Sasha, you have never been closer to it than you have been at this very moment.
Sasha, are you okay?
Sasha. Hey, hey, we'll get out of here. We'll get out of here. You can head towards the bathrooms. Sasha?
No. No, I'm not going over there.
Where do you want to go? Where do you want to go?
Let's go to the office. Come on.
Okay.
And Sasha moves to the left, and we go past the DJ booth. And I'm looking for Frank. Frank is the owner of this place. He's always been, one of my guys. He lets me work here, for the lack of a better term, and happily lets me work here because I keep people coming back.
As you get over by the DJ booth, this, for lack of a better term, hot blonde grabs you by the arm and starts to pull you out towards the action, the dance, the activity on the floor.
I'm still holding his hand, so I definitely tug back. Sasha, no, not now.
What?
Not now. She's probably got
Great.
tentacles under that dress. This way.
Yeah.
Office, right? Office.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
As you pull, you
Sorry, babe. Give me a minute. I'll be right there.
It's like she lets you go. There is this brief tug of war moment where you think that there could be an escalation as this happens in just a couple of seconds, but as you pull it, and Sasha, you tell her, sorry, whatever, but Harvey, she looks at you, and when you see her face, her eyes narrow. And when I say narrow, they like become sort of like almond shaped, squinty. Her pupils turn vertical. Her face gets this, not really like a ghostly look, but you can kind of almost see a skeleton of the skull underneath. And this forked tongue flashes out, and she like hisses at you.
Harvey just looks over Sasha and just goes and drags him towards the office.
Harvey's turning into a badass.
He's pissed.
So you get away from that and drag you going over to the office. Well, I guess Sasha's going to have to kind of lead the way because he knows where it is.
Yeah. David.
Yeah, so we, you know what I mean? We head past the DJ booth and make our way kind of towards the back corner of the bar. And there's a short hallway, and there's a small set of steps that go up to, just kind of a shitty wooden door.
Right.
And that's, yes, it's Frank's office, but it's also kind of my office.
Right.
It's where I take people to discreetly give them massive amounts of...
Sell them drugs.
That was Ernie.
Yeah. So Frank have a desk in there that he sits behind?
Yeah.
When you open up the office door and go in, Frank is sitting behind the desk, but he looks like he's been dead for about 5 days, and he's got 3 bullet holes in his forehead.
Oh my god.
Harvey, like, still holding onto his hand if he hasn't been let go. He gives it a squeeze. Just like,
Fuck.
it's not real. It's not real.
Fuck.
None of this is real.
I need you to keep it together, Sasha.
The problem is, Mr. Winston, you don't know. It could actually be real.
Better than a 9.
So we are in the illusion.
Grit your teeth.
Where are we?
Someplace I've been trying to get to for, I don't know, however long I've been trying to get here, and this isn't the place I'm trying to get to. Oh, how the fuck do we get out of here? How do we get out of here?
I'm assuming we find another set of stairs that goes up. Anybody else?
Right. You have to be right.
Sasha kind of turns and walks back out of the office now that he's kind of got his composure about him, and you know what I mean. It actually sunk in from Harvey that this isn't real, and seeing Frank shot dead, you know what I mean. All of those things have kind of clicked it in, like, oh shit, right? This is not where I think it is. And Sasha walks out the office door, points his gun at the ceiling, and fires 2 shots off, trying to clear the room.
Oh, you're pulling shots off to clear the room? Is that what you just said?
My goodness.
Yes. I'm firing into the ceiling, trying to disperse the crowd.
Right.
Well, I hope this isn't real.
I hope that we didn't just upset a lot of monsters.
No, actually, because you're starting to sense a lot of those same emotions as from what you've sensed before. That euphoria starts to fade again, and when you walk out, you don't even really have to fire your gun, because as soon as you go back out to where the crowd is supposed to be, there is no crowd. The lights are all there. There's drinks on the table, but it looks like they've been sitting there for days. You've seen this scene before. Dusty tables, moldy drinks, stale stench in the air.
What the fuck?
Let's go. I'll explain later. We don't have time. Let's go.
They were.
Yeah, I know. I promise you that I will tell you the story. Let's go.
We're all gonna have to have a family therapy session after this.
Okay.
All right.
There's.
I'm gonna make my way across the dance floor, like toward where the front door would be, to see if that's where this exit is.
Yeah, when you get to where you would think the exit would be, it's there just as you're expecting. However, it's another keyed door.
Right, that's what I was expecting.
Yeah.
I have the cube in my hand ready.
Yeah.
I turn it. I try to find the symbol.
That's when you hear a voice behind you, and it's a female's voice. And when you look back, it is the woman from the atrocity exhibition. Only now her youthful looks have gotten so extreme that her face looks like it's completely pulled back, like she's had about 30 too many facelifts. And her body is like like muscle builder sort of definition. Her skin is just like shrunken in tight to reveal you can almost see the strands of muscle through the skin. Leaving so soon.
Yeah, and you're not stopping me. Was I able to find the symbol on the box that matches the door?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Can we all see her or just Sasha?
Oh, yeah. No, you all see her.
I've got a gun pointed on her now then.
I know you.
Yeah, you recognize her. Harvey would recognize her too. I mean,
Yeah.
it's
just kind of frozen.
It's a bit of a reach. I mean, because she doesn't look exactly the way she did, because she was going through that transformation where she looked old and then she was getting younger and younger, and now it has just gone to some extreme gross, or some gross extreme. I should put those two words rearranged. Sort of state to where she is like become just I don't even know, a character of her own a character of her own self, with the youthful looks and the facelift and the tried to tone the body. And so now she's the epitome of what she was going for. But yes, you all see her. You do find the symbol. You can get it into the door. She is coming towards you.
Nope. Take one more step and I put a fucking bullet in your head.
Well, she doesn't stop, so roll for violence.
Oh, you have to hit submit. That generally helps.
Hit submit. 17.
Yeah.
So violent.
Nice. Boom,
So the
boom.
rolls are going to fail right at the end. That's what's going to
Oh God.
Cursed
Oh
us.
no.
Yeah, so she does, you shoot her center mass, 2 bullets right in the chest, and she stops for a second and looks down and then just looks up at you like, what if you did? No. And then just gets this angry look on her face like you have really just screwed the pooch, and now she starts coming.
Oh,
Yeah. I was just kind of frozen, but now I'm like, open the door.
What's that, Blythe?
She pissed her off.
Oh, okay.
Pissed her off.
Sasha, the door.
I don't have time for you. And Sasha is going to try to force his insanity on her.
Ba-doom.
That'll do.
Contagious insanity.
What does that mean?
Choose an option. Because Sasha'd be crazy.
He can put the crazy on other people.
And
I didn't know that was a thing.
He can so crazy, he can crazy up some other buddy.
Yikes.
So you get to choose an option.
I am going to afflict her with temporary psychosis, and she will be haunted by her fears.
Oh, wow.
Ooh.
Yeah, so Sasha, you scream this out, and she stops. She was coming for Joel, but she stops for a second and looks at Sasha and then just starts screaming and tearing at her hair and her face and just screaming and go.
Oh,
I hit a button. That's all right.
took us out to the.
Oops.
Not yet.
That's
And
all
we're back.
And we're back.
And Sasha turns, opens the door, and we're through.
Yeah. We're
Close
getting
that thing
out of
behind
the
us.
door.
Closing that thing behind us.
You guys are moving right along.
Got shit to do. Got places to be.
To OP.
We got just a few days.
Well, we have luckily had really good rolls.
Yes, you have.
Yeah, yeah.
All
That's
I'm
good
getting
rolls
nervous.
all night long. I know. Let me see. Who did anybody roll some shit for me tonight?
like, what can I do to slow him down?
All right, yeah, here. I'm just gonna meta DM here for a moment.
As he counts up his holds and his moves.
He looks at our disadvantages.
Exactly what
Yeah,
he's probably
no.
thinking of doing.
You're all good.
I would say I have a disadvantage. I have never had to use, but I don't want to mess up our characters. But me as a player is like, whew, drama.
Which one is that?
Haunted.
Oh, it's come into play. I just don't think I executed it very well. You were definitely haunted, though. I can tell you that.
Yeah, whether you use that disadvantage or not, I think you play it
Yeah.
pretty fucking well. So what do we see when we get through this door?
When you go through that door, you are back out to what I'll say is like the main first floor lobby.
What?
Like when you came up and you met the maitre d'. I don't know why I call him that, just because the MC. I'll call him MC. Like
Oh,
from,
of the
like
you
from
mean
Doorman.
like from Cabaret.
Doorman?
Yeah, the doorman.
The doorman.
Yeah,
What a nice guy.
you're down at the bottom with the doors.
Oh fuck.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Maybe this is another floor.
I highly doubt this is
Same
another floor.
Guy. Oh man.
Is the
So I would like to use enhanced awareness,
Right.
if possible.
Okay.
Roll plus soul on a location. And this is the thing where the illusion is weak. So I'm not sure if it counts here. Because it's like not the illusion.
But it is an illusion.
Yeah,
It might be an illusion.
There is no illusion here.
Then it's super weak, right?
Yeah.
What?
you're the one that told us to game the game, dude.
Yeah.
Gaming.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll it.
See what happens.
What are we rolling again?
It's roll plus soul. I get some basic impressions regarding the location. On a success, I have visions about the place and may be able to speak to entities tied to it.
Oh, interesting. All right. So tell me how you do that.
Everybody else gets to have cool superpowers, so I'm gonna make this one fancy.
Ooh.
So Ernie's eyes are like a really beautiful crystal blue, except now they're not. Now
Oh.
they're black.
Oh.
So I'm just like I'm looking to see through any kind of illusion that's being presented to us. I'm looking to see the truth of the matter. I'm literally seeing through the illusion. If there is anything like that in front of me, I'm looking to see if I can.
There was also another part of that too, besides seeing, wasn't there?
Yeah, visions about the place and able to speak to entities tied to it.
So as you are looking, you don't see any illusion. Everything appears as it appears. But you sense something here. And it is chaotic. It's really hard to make sense of. But then you notice, because of the way this room is, it's really kind of massive. If you was like to go down this way, they're way down there, about 100 yards. there's a set of steps that goes up. And as you are sensing the energies of this place, and you're looking around, and you can still see a couple of those figures, the candle lighter people, and they do some other stuff too, but they're wandering around, floating up in the things. Something draws your attention in this direction, and you look down and see a set of steps that goes up this wall to another landing. It's probably, I don't know, maybe 4 floors up by standard measurements. And on that landing is a different creature who is looking right at you. And it is a female form with a thin veil over her face, sort of like, like a Middle Eastern sort of, but a sheer look, dark purple sort of material that is wrapped around her, like, just yards and yards of cloth might be wrapped around her. But she also has these big, massive, black, feathered wings. 2 pair, actually. 2 big wings and then another small pair of wings just above them. So like a double set of wings. Can't see her face very well, dark-skinned, but you sense her. You sense her looking at you, and it's almost as if you can feel her in your head, reading your thoughts.
Well, shit.
It says I'm able to speak to it, to entities tied to it. So I'm gonna say hi.
Tell me that you're recording this into your little tape recorder. Tell me that that's a thing that you're doing.
I'm fumbling in my pocket to locate it as I'm staring, and my eyes again are just solid black as I stare directly into its veiled face. So it's time for an experiment.
Is it just Ernie who can see this? Can we all see it?
He's the only one that sees it at the moment. He's
Okay.
doing his thing and focusing. So you guys are kind of in your own moment at this. That description took about 1,000 times longer than it actually took him to make all of that recognition.
Okay.
But yes, I mean, he may point her out when he gets to that. What did you say something, Ernie, or not yet?
Well, hello.
Hello.
What is your intention in this place?
Intentions?
Well, everyone has intentions.
I protect this place.
An
What are your
admirable.
intentions?
To assist my poor cursed friend, to, I suppose, attempt to rid themselves of this curse.
You have entered Malkuth's citadel to remove a curse.
I don't fully understand it personally.
You are cursed if you are here.
Well, I could have told you that.
Do you need help?
I was about to ask if you were going to stop us.
We're not stopping you yet. Very curious.
Hmm. They want to see what we will do, don't they?
You think you're smart, Dr. Kennedy?
Smarter than some. But the wisest among us know that, well, we don't know everything.
You don't have enough time. You'll never make it to the top.
Do you want us to make it to the top?
It's always fun to watch them try. There's still people in here now trying to make it to the top.
Well, do you have any tips?
Only Ernie. Fucking Ernie has the balls.
You got any tips?
That's all a trap. I knew it all along.
She laughs. And with this, Blythe, you definitely your attention is drawn to it for sure by this point, because the laughter echoes through this entire giant chamber, and then she lifts off, like launches, goes into flight, and flies up.
Your wings are lovely, by the way.
Wow. What? What was that? What? Anyone else?
I'm sorry, you're so intrigued by everybody else's weird shit. You didn't mention you had weird shit.
Never came up.
Okay.
Okay, what was that?
Did you talk?
I don't know, but that's the direction we should go.
Wait, no. Did she talk to
Hmm?
you? Did she talk to you, the lady? Did she?
Oh, I don't think it was your lady. It was a lady, or lady-like thing.
What did she say? What happened? Did she give? Oh, she gave you direction. Did you any clue what?
So I wish I could have recorded it. That would have been good. She was a guardian. We're in Malkuth Citadel. Apparently, it's almost impossible to reach the top. This is all a test. And there are still people who've been trying to climb this tower, trapped in here for ages. You definitely don't have enough time. Basically, that's what I got from her.
So what do we do?
Or at last resort, Sosh.
We
could still keep trying. Apparently, it entertains them.
Right, because I want to be a little monkey for somebody. I don't fucking
Well, none of us want to.
So we're standing back. So we're past the maitre d' at this point. We're past the doorman at this point, right? We're in that room that has the stairways and the cloaked people walking around, the candles and the doorways and shit.
Yep.
Okay. Sasha pulls up his sleeve and walks to the closest door.
Christ.
20. Go fuck yourself.
Oh!
I had so much anxiety.
That is so much better than a 9.
So much better than a 9.
Way better than a 9.
Well, I
was so much
I
better.
didn't even have a sleeve to pull up because poor naked Blythe is walking around with my jacket on. So so Sasha, you know what I mean? Ernie spouts out all of this. Joel says time for the last resort. Sasha doesn't even think about it. Sasha just walks up to the door. You see, you know what I mean? You see that smoke roll all the way up his arm and his hand, and his whole forearm turns to smoke, and he puts his hand on the door. And
So let me ask you
You
this:
rolled so well on that door spawned a peephole.
there,
It's
yeah,
not enough people.
you went back to like the original? There were a few doors down there.
I don't care which door it is.
Okay,
I'm
so
just trying to get us to the top of the building.
A door, and that's what you're thinking.
Yes.
Top of the building,
Yes.
top
of the
floor,
building.
Trump's office, anything like that.
I would assume roof.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would assume roof.
Yes.
Top of the
Definitely top
building.
at the top.
I want to open a door to the top of the building.
Very
Like
good.
literally on the
Right.
roof by the fucking antennas.
I
No,
love
I
it.
don't want to be on the top of the building.
I don't
So-
It'll be
care.
okay.
You guys see Sasha do this in this moment, and yeah, all of you kind of clench your butt cheeks for a moment because it was like ripping him. He was just like, fuck this, and just does it. Doesn't even think any longer, because if he thinks, something might change his mind, and he reaches out with his smoky arm and touches the door handle and flings the door open. And that's where we're going to end tonight's session.
No! That's Curtis saying, I have to think more.
I was not
Yeah.
prepared.
That's exactly what that was.
Duke's
Well,
like,
it's our halfway, you know what I mean? It's our halfway
gosh.
assembly point.
I feel like we did so much.
Kind of worked out perfectly. We
No.
did. We did a
We could have gotten
shitload
stuck
today.
in that nightclub for 2 hours.
you could have
Nice.
It's
easily
like, no,
could
stay
have.
away from the bitch.
And it was a good test for Sasha. Sasha kept it together tonight a couple of times. Did
Yeah.
good.
Surprisingly.
I was impressed. I had fun. Did you guys have fun?
Oh, that was so good.
That was a good one.
That was a good one.
All right. Outstanding. Well, I didn't write up an outro for tonight's game. So why don't we just, let's see if I can shoot from the hip. Let's go around the table and talk to our players. We'll get a little brief discussion about how tonight went, and then plug anything that you want to plug. Except the bad guys. You guys have plugged most of the bad guys tonight.
Ooh. Yeah.
Let's start with the traveler up there in the corner, Sasha.
Hi, I'm Duke. I am at Invisible Duke on Instagram and Twitter. I'm the creative director here at TTRP Theater. Every single session of this game gets better. Every one. I had such a good time tonight. This went way better than I thought it was going to. I was sure, but we rolled off the charts. I think we failed twice rolling tonight.
There's a lot of greens. I'm looking at a lot of green boxes.
So yeah,
and the other ones are good too. Oh yeah, there was only 1, 2, 3 below a 9.
Yeah,
Only three
yeah.
rolls below.
Unlike
Harmed everybody
last
a little
week.
bit, but
Unlike last week, where like almost every one of them was below a 9 last week.
that was rough.
It was
Thanks.
so rough. I'm the creative director here at TTRP Theater. Please follow, subscribe, like all of our Facebook, Twitter, all of the things.
All of the things.
I run a Prowlers and Paragons Ultimate Edition game, which is a superhero radio drama that premieres every other Tuesday. We have our first full table play premiering this Tuesday night.
Yeah.
We have D&DDT this week. We have, we have so much going on. We have some new games premiering soon. So please join our Discord, check out the schedule down below. And I'm just, this whole thing just makes me
Lots of fun stuff. Awesome. Thank you, sir. Let's go down to Harvey down below.
Hi. My name is Jaylee. I also play in our other Cult Divinity Lost game called The Heartland. It just started. I'm Daisy Hamilton. She's very different from Harvey, so I love them both. I'm super excited to be here. Always excited to see where this story goes. I'm surprised no one has died yet, but we still have like 10 more episodes ahead of us if we keep rolling this good. So I'll take that. Oh, you can find me on Twitter at Jahoy_Meaty. I forgot that last time.
Super. I thought I might get to kill somebody, but you guys really did roll. I was prepared tonight, you guys. I had finger on the trigger, ready to go. But yeah, I can't. The dice killed me tonight, and Sasha is too smart. Let's go up to Dr. Kennedy in the middle.
My name is Chris Stone Cipher. You can find me on Twitter at Chris Stone Cipher, and you can find the greatest Meowman, Mew Jackman, on Instagram at the greatest Meowman. I love this game. It's the only one that I'm in right now on the TTRP channels, but it's probably one of my favorite games that I've ever played, and I love it every week.
Outstanding. We love having you here too. Let's go to Joel.
Hi, I'm Erica. You can find me on pretty much all social media at Erica in More 97. I'm also the community manager here at TTRP Theater. Curtis gave me a little bump up. So I get to write all the fun little posts on Twitter and Facebook. So if you haven't liked those already, go ahead and go like those. It kind of makes me feel like I do something here. And come hang out with us on the Discord. Other than that, I really was scared I was going to die tonight. Glad that didn't happen. We're good. Thought it was going to happen for a hot minute when Duke was like, I'm just going to shoot. Like, I'm dead. This is it. Goodbye, everyone. But no, I seriously sit around and think about this game all week long. And I am stoked now that I have to wait an entire other week.
Yeah. Good times. All right. So, we started with Blythe, so we're going to finish with Blythe.
Hello. I'm Krista. You can find me on Instagram at Krista the Barista. I'm not going to spell it out tonight. And you can find my cat Binks on Instagram as well, Binks the Black Cat. I'm in the other Cult Heartland. We just started that last week. I'm excited to see where that will go. My name, and that is Sabella, and she is way different than Blythe. Took a total 180 there, and yeah, so that's pretty cool. Excited about that. I'm glad that I made it to tonight's game.
Yes, me too. Yeah, no, a little worse for the wear maybe, but you're here, so that's good. Well, thank you, players. Thank you for playing with me tonight. I had fun. Thank you, Helmgast, for creating this for this game, putting out this edition. You can play your own game of Cult at home, the home game, the home version. Go to Cult Divinity Lost.
Keep it in your home.
Yeah, go to Cult Divinity Lost, all one word, .com. They've got starter PDFs, free scenarios that you can download, all the stuff that you need to get started. Let's see. Tomorrow, DM Beth is at Dragon Con, so we won't have Adventure with Advantage, but we do have Curse of Strahd, Gothic Horror, 9 p.m. Central, 10 p.m. Eastern with DM Lake. Monday at 12 p.m. Central, 1 Eastern. Our newest series with me and Joel down there. Erica has decided to join me. I looped her into being my little sidekick, where we talk about all the wonderful stories that we got going on for the week here at TTRP Theater. We had our first episode. That was kind of fun. Showed some highlights and did a little chatting and just kind of rambled about some stuff. But we did get to show off and talk about all of our great shows this week. And Duke was right. We've got lots of fantastic shows coming up. This week is our full week. We've got D&DDT Domains of Dread on Monday, our other bi-weekly show, Paragons and Prowlers on Tuesday. Wednesday, we've got the new Cult Divinity Lost, the Heartland in the daytime, and then I think we'll have Dark Dreams this Wednesday at night. We'll see. Beth should be back by then, but we'll find out. Lots of shows. Check out the schedule. They're all listed below. Like, follow, subscribe, click the bell, do all that stuff so that you can get all the alerts and notifications and announcements. And that also lets me know that Erica is doing her job, because if I don't see any likes, follows, then I don't think she's working. So I don't pay her. I don't pay her anyways, but
No, I don't.
that's how it goes.
I don't get paid.
We have all of those things. So go and we've got lots of wonderful work happening and more coming. If you'd like to help us keep doing this, if you're already watching, you're already a fan, the best way to help us out is word of mouth. Tell other people of common interest that they need to be watching these stories. If you want to help get in on building the set and such, visit our Patreon. You can help keep these stories and new and even more exciting tales coming. We've got I know there's a bunch of things already working right now that's coming along. You can get started on that for as little as $1 a month, and I'm just kind of rambling. I'd like to give a big shout out to each of you, the ones who watch, the ones who help pay the bills, the ones who help create, the ones who help perform, all of you who help support creative independent work. We love you. To you we say thank you, and we also say good night, sweet dreams, and we love you.
Good night.
Night, sweet dreams. Love you.